It's a film with three brains. 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 It's a film with three brains.
Oh my god, you guys are freaks.
Steve Martin and Michael Caine are competitors in the Riviera's most profitable business, but with very different styles.
Do you have any idea what it feels like to take a woman for $20?
No, I haven't. I'm afraid it's a little out of my class.
Can two con men survive in a town really made for one?
Really? We find a woman, set a price, and the first man to extract the correct amount from her wins.
Wish me luck.
Let the contest begin.
If I lose, I'll leave. If I win, you leave.
To prove once and for all who is the dirtiest, the rottenest,
Do you feel this?
the sleaziest, the sneakiest, the phoniest,
Thank you, Your Highness.
the trickiest,
Don't you ever have an emotion that originates above the waist? No!
the all-time champion of dirty, rotten scoundrels.
Surely he was no match for you. I'm younger than you, better looking than you, thinner than you.
Know your limitations. You are immoral.
Steve Martin is the man no woman can resist.
Eat your food.
Excuse me. May I go to the bathroom first?
Of course you may.
Thank you.
And Michael Caine is
Lawrence Jameson.
Chips O'Toole.
Dr. Emil Schaffhausen. Sausage.
and they're both dirty, rotten scoundrels.
Do you want the whole world to know?
Dirty, rotten scoundrels. You mustn't turn your back on them for a second.
Hello and welcome to the Film with Three Brains. I am Sean in Chicago.
And I am Cohen in Maplewood, New Jersey.
And it's Sam in San Francisco.
Right on.
You know what that's from.
Oh yes, that was a Steve Martin callback, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, we're going to talk about a Steve Martin and Michael Caine movie directed by Frank Oz, and it's called Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. There's a lot of places to start, but I'm going to start with this. Did you guys realize it was a remake? Because I did not.
Not until I read about it after.
Yeah.
And I certainly didn't know Marlon Brando played the Steve Martin role.
Yeah. It was my pick, so I decided I'd do the research, and I found Bedtime Story, which is the Marlon Brando movie, and I watched that sucker, and it's interesting that it follows the script. I mean, they credit the screenplay to Stanley Shapiro and Paul Henning, who are the original writers, and it's like there's so much of the dialogue is the same, but the ending is different. I'll get to that later, and it's Marlon Brando. Like, I don't know about you, but he doesn't seem that funny to me.
No.
And he didn't when I watched the movie. I was like, he's no Steve Martin.
Yeah. I don't recall ever seeing Marlon Brando be funny. I was just trying to think of time he may have smiled.
Unintentionally funny, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it did explain a little bit about like why there's so much like armed forces stuff in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, because Marlon Brando is like a GI soldier in Germany, and he's like going after a German girl, and then he ends up in the Riviera, and then it pretty much follows the same plot, but he's in uniform, so he already has the uniform, and he does the same shtick with the wheelchair and stuff like that. So, but anyway, when is the last time you've seen this? Somebody just saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it like a couple years ago, 2 maybe.
It's been so long that I couldn't possibly remember when that was, and watching it was mostly like watching it for the first time.
I thought you might have said this is the second time you've seen it, or something.
Maybe it could be. I don't know, maybe third.
not much.
I have
And
a
not
long
recently.
history of seeing something in the movie theater and then renting it immediately when it came out on video and watching it again.
It does seem like your default answer.
Yeah. So I've seen
And
pretty much
usually it's
everything
true.
twice.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, the last time could have been back then, you know, or
Yeah.
maybe college or high school, maybe, I don't know. But certainly not any time in the last 25 years, 30 years, I bet. Um,
And
I have a friend, and she says this is one of her, if not favorite movies.
Mm.
And she's watched it over and over.
I wonder if she's
And
seen.
that's what
the
made
original.
me watch it again, because we were having this conversation a couple of years ago, and she was saying this movie is it.
Well, let's start with you then. Do you think it stands up to the test of time?
I thought it did. I loved it. I
You
think
loved
it's-
it.
Yeah, the whole thing, like Michael Caine is like, when we're kids, Steve Martin was famous, right? It was a Steve Martin movie in my mind. But when I watch it now, it's like a Michael Caine movie. And I really like him. And I realized that for me, like, this was my introduction to him, because the movies that he did before this were movies that I would have never watched anywhere at those ages. Like, as I got older and I got interested, I went and saw some of his older movies. Like we've probably all saw either Sleuth or The French Connection. I mean, sorry, the
Italian Job.
Italian Job. Sorry,
Okay.
we're mixing my movies up. So I saw those later when I was in college and interested in movies from that era. But this was it. This was like I think that influenced my liking of him for every movie he's ever done since. I mean, he's great though too, but he is just so perfect in this movie.
Yeah.
I just love it. Just the looks he gives. Like, he's being, his humor is so like subtle in some ways. He's just, at the same time, still so true to his character. All that. It really is a perfect, kind of match for Steve Martin the way he is.
Yeah, I'll tag onto that. It's only recently that I realized that Michael Caine, that he wasn't considered posh, like he's playing this cultured British person, but I mean, apparently his career is notable for a lot of things, but one is he kept his accent, his London Cockney sort of accent. I mean, he doesn't really. I mean, he modifies it for this movie, but he's not. Yeah, like he's not the pick of the group for like cultured British actors, and I think that's interesting because they must have known that when they were casting him. When Frank Oz was, I mean, I don't know if he considered it or.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little crazy that this was originally conceived as a vehicle for Mick Jagger and David Bowie. Oh, yeah. I can't even see that. No.
Doesn't make any sense.
Mick Jagger can't act. Yeah. I mean, he tried once. Yeah. Or twice.
Free Jack, right?
Free Jack, yeah.
Free Jack. Oh, that was
Oy. I mean, oy. Not just a bad movie, but oof. Mick Jagger.
Oh, why put those two together? Didn't they do like a music video together?
Because of the music video.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Because the music video was huge, and so some dipshit was like, well, maybe we should put these, or I think they did. I think they were like, we should be in a movie together. And
Crazy
then for
rock and
whatever,
rollers.
and someone said, well, we should remake, what's the original called? Bedtime Story? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's do a remake of that. And they're like, sure. But then, yeah, I don't remember. For some reason they left it to go off and do other things. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't. Well, we'll get to the female lead in a moment, but I'll do a quick rundown. If you've never seen it, I'll do obviously the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels version. Michael Caine he's set up in the French Riviera, and he's this. I mean, they're both con men. They're both work wealthy women, generally tourists, and they end up in the same fictional town, Beaumont-sur-Mer, which is probably right around where there's a town called Beaulieu-sur-Mer, which is the one with the water and the castle right in the water. I don't know, but it's right by the Riviera. It's so there's a basis for this. Anyway, they're both there for the money and the women, and they are chasing. They're just trying to get bilking people out of their money. And when they encounter each other on a train, Michael Caine decides to sort of divert him, and it didn't work. And then Freddie, Steve Martin's character, ends up back in the Riviera, right in his hunting grounds, and then they sort of have a. I mean, it ends up being a contest, but what's their start of it like this? I think he tries to. Well, first he gets him arrested, right? Michael Caine arrests Steve Martin.
First, he gets him lured away by the Italian woman,
right?
Yeah, and then he comes back, and then he gets
that's
him
his
arrested,
first ploy. And then he gets him arrested.
Tries to get him out that way, and then that's when Steve Martin meets the woman who thinks Michael Caine is the prince, and realizes the con. And then and that's when Steve Martin comes back and says, "Okay, we're doing something together."
Yeah.
Or yeah, and that's where the bet comes in.
Right. He meets Fanny of Omaha on the plane.
Yes.
Realizes that he was duped and turns right around and flies back and shows up on the coastal estate of Michael Caine. And Caine's like, "Okay, if you don't want money, what do you want?" And Steve Martin's like, I want this. I want all the stuff that you have. I want this, this location, this hunting grounds, and mostly to have Michael Caine's, like, Michael Caine describes him as a poacher or something. So he's scaring away big game, and Michael Caine is going after bigger figures, bigger accounts, bigger richer people, I guess, for bigger cons. But anyway, Steve Martin wants to learn from him, so he gets trained, and then after that is done, he still won't leave. So they propose a contest to decide who gets to stay and who has to leave, and the contest starts as $50,000, and that works for a while, and then it becomes the woman herself who kind of shows up mid-film. That's Glenn Headley, and I'm not remembering her name now, or her character's name.
Janet Colgate or Janet Colgate.
Janet Colgate.
Yeah, the jackal.
Yeah,
right. The jackal is sort of thrown in throughout the movie. Yeah, I don't. Well, so I guess the ending is the most interesting part to me still.
Mm-hmm.
And the ending wasn't like that. Why don't I describe that real briefly? The ending in the bedtime story. There was Shirley Jones, like the Partridge Family, I think Shirley Jones.
Yeah,
she's the woman in. A lot of that is the same. They I think their bet is for $25,000 because it's the 60s or something. Whatever. And then it becomes about her, like, falling in love with her, or who's going to win the woman. But Marlon Brando actually does win the woman and marries her. So it's, I mean, I guess it's, I don't know. I didn't really think much out of it. I was just curious if it was going to end the same. But in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Glenn Headley, or Janet Colgate, is also part of the game. If you've never seen this, we're going to totally spoil the ending, but she plays them.
Wait,
the
stop.
two of them.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. Sorry. Go watch it.
Okay, now come back.
Okay.
It is.
We're back.
So this one's worth. We'll spoil our own review. This one's worth watching.
Right. I mean, it's a good twist, and it's not totally obvious, and it really makes sense, because you do, at least my thinking was, how is she going along with all this crap?
Yeah.
She seems pretty reasonable. She doesn't seem super gullible, yet she's eating all this up. Like, oh, and I want to help Freddie, and Dr. Emil Schaffhausen, you're so brilliant, and like she's just gushing over everything. And same in the original, but in the this one is like, she's playing them the whole time. She's been playing them, and she cons them out of $50,000. I guess it would be Michael Caine's $50,000. Oh yeah,
and 2,000 from. Oh, actually, if that was her 2,000, she got back. Never mind.
Yeah, she got her original 2,000 returned that she gave to. Anyway, so that's the movie. Colin, what do you think about it?
I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's fine. It didn't. I don't love it. Like I smiled. I smiled through it.
Yeah.
It's charming and I enjoyed it, but I don't think I laughed once.
Really?
Really, I don't know. I think part of it is that the only parts I did remember were the big jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they happened, I was like, "Oh, right, that was funny." I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. I just think it's fine. I like the ending.
Yeah.
The very ending?
Mm-hmm.
Or the fact
I like
the whole.
I like the reveal that she's a con person and that she dupes them. I really like Michael Caine's reaction to it. Yeah. And then I like that she comes back.
That was good. Steve Martin spends less. She's horrible. She did this. She tricked me. What type of person would do this? And Michael Caine's like, she's wonderful. He's just in awe,
which makes sense. You would totally admire somebody who played the game better than you. And
well, the ending of it totally. I didn't think of it when I saw it, but. Because there had been so many years in between, but now that I watched it again, I was like, oh, it's like they took that very little premise and that's what Matchstick Men is, which is also a fun movie.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's out of our time zone. But it's, when was Matchstick Men? It was probably
90s?
No, it was early 2000s.
No, wasn't it? Yeah, it's 2000, I don't know.
2003. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. It is very, very similar movie because they're teaching her the ropes as well, right?
Well, yeah, and she's part of the con. So yeah,
she's part of the con.
Nicolas Cage and Sam Rockwell. I always like Sam Rockwell. I mean, Nicolas Cage is often amusing too. But yeah, so that's a fun con movie too. But yeah, so I like it. I like that usually when they tag an extra scene on a movie, it's totally worthless. That after you have all those big reveals, but they managed to do that one just right too. I feel like she shows up with these rich people, and then Michael Caine's totally befuddled, has to put on this Australian accent, and Steve Martin kind of gets what he deserves. He's a mute.
He's mute.
So he goes from being Rupert to a mute.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, as the least experienced con person, like he deserves a little shit or some grief.
Yeah.
And it's funny when I was trying to figure out if they cast Steve Martin because of the wheelchair and the physical comedy that they knew he was going to do, or if it was just like, yeah, it's
Well, did you see that? They had Richard Dreyfuss messed up his audition and was reading for the wrong part, so they had Steve Martin read the other part. And that's how when Steve Martin read being Freddy, they're like, oh, we really like this. That's how that came about.
So Dreyfuss just read the wrong part, or he read for the wrong part?
Yeah, they wanted Dreyfuss to read for Freddy, and Steve Martin was there. And Dreyfuss accidentally thought he had prepared and and read for Caine's part, so that made Steve Martin's like, oh, I'll just read with you, and the director was like, oh, I like that, and that's how that happened. Like, you couldn't have Steve Martin be the straight guy, like that. The expert con,
right,
with his comedy, like
they might have been thinking that though, because he's just coming off of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where he does play the straight man.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, you're right.
So they might have been like, well, it worked there, maybe it'll work here.
Yeah.
Oh, but his comedy was so perfect for the. I mean, who knows what they did, but it just like to have him, do a little bit of his all of me sort of bit when he gets up out of the wheelchair and just.
Let me tell you, Marlon Brando sucked at that. He was so bad. He stood up and I was like, wow. This is just making me appreciate Steve Martin.
I gotta imagine that Steve Martin is like a personal hero of some kind or something to Jim Carrey.
Oh,
definitely. I watch the old movies, these older movies with Steve Martin, and you could just see Jim Carrey doing the same bits the same way.
Yep.
Like it's got to be a thing. It's got to be an influence.
I thought that a couple times during this movie with the way he did his faces, like when he's sitting in the wheelchair and he's getting whipped and he's like turning his head and he's like,
right.
Right. You could just imagine, like, Jim Carrey would probably watch this movie 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy also that Richard Dreyfuss would assume that he's the posh, gentleman of this scenario. Like, what?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense, does it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you get that. Michael Palin was also considered for that. I mean, I could see that. I guess. I don't know.
John Cleese turned down auditioning.
Did he?
Yeah. Said he regretted it later.
Yeah, I could see him for sure playing the Michael Caine role.
Yeah, I don't know if Frank Oz was, looking for something like this. It's kind of an interesting period for him, like after he did Little Shop of Horrors, he did this and What About Bob? I mean, he never had any like hits. I mean, other than Blues Brothers, but he didn't. I mean, that's just him acting, whatever. But I mean, does Frank Oz have like a really like this is a Frank Oz movie?
Like, of the movies he's directed, I would say that, I mean, The Dark Crystal is
right,
really his sort of claim to fame as a
director. But don't you think of Jim Henson more than him?
Yeah, but Frank Oz directed it. Still, he's still the director. But also, I mean, maybe Bowfinger is sort of his crowning achievement in the world of film. I know In and Out was fairly popular. I don't know if I ever actually saw that one.
I thought you did, because you like Kevin Kline, right?
I do like Kevin Kline.
I thought you talked about it at one point, but
I would think I'd have seen it.
I'll trust your memory of your memories over my memory of your memories.
I don't know.
My memory's terrible. Yours is good.
Well, okay. We'll go 50-50. Flip a coin this time.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, Frank Oz, I don't think is really known for for the films he's directed. It's mostly his voice work, I think, Yoda.
Right.
That people really remember.
Yeah, his voice work is definitely well known.
I forgot about the Indian in the cupboard.
Cupboard? You mean the cupboard?
Cupboard.
The Indian.
What about Bob?
What about Bob is what I think
after
of.
This?
Yeah. I love What About Bob. I know some people don't like it at all. Tom is on record hating that movie, like absolutely hates it. You bring up that movie, he'll get upset. Which is why you bring it up. So you get upset.
Which is why you bring it up.
Perfect.
But I just like, I mean, I know it's just because it's Bill Murray, but also like Dreyfuss getting upset in that movie tickles me as well. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, he's so
he does annoyed. Is just fantastic.
Annoyed well. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, I don't know why Frank Oz picked this, other than it seemed like a ready-made script, and he got the locations are all ready to go. It seemed like an easy movie to kind of storyboard and get after. I mean, I'm just totally speculating like why he would pick this, but
yeah,
I'm glad he did. I like it. I still think it holds. I think it holds up. I'm like with Cohen on it doesn't make me laugh hysterically or anything, but
makes you smile.
Yeah, it's very watchable to me. I can watch this I can watch this again pretty soon and not be like bored with it. And it's not just the ending, it's performances. It's you know, the French police chief is sort of, he's got some decent lines here and there, and he's a scoundrel himself. I didn't mention it in the synopsis.
Oh, did you guys recognize his manservant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I figured.
The butler / manservant is, I'm going to mess up his name, Ian McDormand? He's Emperor Palpatine, right?
Yes.
Yes. Indeed, he is.
The only movie I can think of where he's not, that he's not the Emperor.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Me either.
He doesn't do anything spooky or weird. Just a butler.
How do you say it? McDermott?
McDermott?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
He's crazy because he got cast as a really ancient dude in the beginning and then continued to play that role for years and years.
Yes.
Just fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And it's very good it, you know?
Yeah, because when he first played the Emperor, he was only 37 years old. He's grown into the... Yeah. Yeah. He's
37?
Yeah. He had to convince George Lucas and Richard Marquand to let him do the role.
That's great.
Yeah. It's also strange that I guess they knew that they were going to make these movies forever, so it's like, we better cast someone young so this guy can still be the Emperor when he's 80.
Yep.
Indeed.
Long-term contract I had assigned.
Yeah.
Right on.
Let's see. Any basic stuff I missed, like what happens, or they're playing roulette mostly at the casino? I don't know.
Yeah.
Does that even matter?
Yeah, I like that he's accidentally winning too. He can't start his con.
Yeah.
There's just all these little touches, I think, that make them, they move the movie in the right direction, and they just amuse you along the way. Like I don't know. I really enjoy how it's done. I have no desire to see an older version of this or to watch the weird
The Hustle
remake. Yeah.
I never saw that either.
I started watching it and I didn't make it very far. I didn't know it was related, but
the Hustle has a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is
impressive.
About as I don't think I've ever seen a movie at 13% once I know it's there. So this is not going to be the one that changed my mind, because you're competing with this.
I wish I could say that.
No, you're like 13%.
That's good up there.
Yeah,
pretty high.
That's a good benchmark.
As high as you go.
That's the sweet spot.
This movie does have one of Sean's. I believe, Sean, one of your ultimate pet peeves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you remember?
You'll have to be more specific.
Yeah. Do you remember the previews for this movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember what you're about to say, but what is it? What is
this movie had things in the preview that are not in the movie.
It was like a whole scene. The trailer was like a whole scene they shot just for the trailer.
Yeah, they're walking down the street. I can still remember it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? They're walking down the street and they're talking about good people or something like that. And there's a kid with an ice cream cone, and Steve Martin hits him. So the ice cream cone goes. It's Michael Caine. Oh yeah, cotton candy.
It's Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine hits the kid with the cotton candy.
But Steve Martin pushes the woman into the water at the same
pushes
time.
an old lady into the water. They both shove someone at the same time.
Yeah, at the exact same time as they're walking.
I did not go back and watch the preview. I should have, because I was like, oh, my memory. I remember all this, and then I remember it not being in the movie.
Well,
and
anyone watching this on our YouTube channel, just watch the trailer before the episode started.
Yeah,
it's included with the episode.
So you know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, now that you describe it, I know what you're talking about. I do remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the whole movie, I remember watching this movie, waiting for that to show up. And I love the movie anyway, but I was like, what? They can't do
Dirty
that.
trick.
Yeah.
It is. It's bait and switch. I'm
It's bait and
suing
switch.
Frank Oz.
No good. Frank.
Yoda's going down.
I mean, we don't have to get super nerdy about this, but I mean, how long into the process? Well, we are nerdy, but when do you release the trailer in terms of like the production? I mean, it's post production, and then, it doesn't have to be post production, right? It could be you could get them from the dailies and put it together.
It depends. I mean, they generally they try and get the trailer out pretty early,
quick.
At least that first sort of teaser or something. These days they'll cut together a trailer super fast, like after a few weeks of shooting, or sometimes they'll shoot stuff just for a trailer. Yeah, like they did for this. I don't know. I think it just depends on the production, how easy it is to get a trailer out of it or not. Sometimes they wait till they're all done shooting. Sometimes they do it in the middle. I think it just depends, like at what point they have enough material to cut together a cohesive trailer.
And do you know if that's part of the advertising budget, that business? Or is that sort of whatever?
I mean, sure. Yeah, that would be part of the marketing budget. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you wanted to make a few different cuts or put some special music in there or something like that.
Sure.
Interesting. Well, I was looking at The Hustle, and Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson seem like a pretty good duo, but and the story they credit, in the screenplay they credit the same people, Paul Heading, Dale Launer. But I imagine they didn't do anything very inventive with it if they got 13%.
Yeah.
Well, it's long enough too. It's far enough many years later that the people who are going to watch Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway do this probably never saw or even knew this existed.
Yeah.
Right. It was 2019 when it came out.
Just like in 1980, was it 9? What year was this movie?
88. Well,
88?
December
yeah,
88.
88, yeah. We don't remember the Marlon Brando version or knew it existed.
No, we don't care.
So,
nor should we, because it was not that good. Any guess to how much money The Hustle might have made?
Oh, it made a ton of money.
It made way too much money.
Really?
This 13% movie had a budget of $21 million and it made $97 million.
Wow!
At the box office.
With that sort of thing, they're making sequels.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand.
That's crazy.
It was net revenue for MGM. Anyway, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. Like, is it better to make money than to get good reviews? I mean,
well,
you know where I come down on that.
We know what the box office people say. The Hollywood people say.
Yeah.
Well, that would be frustrating. If I was an executive and this made all this money, I would be like, oh, that's troubling.
Well, it also goes to show the star power of those two.
I think you're right. I think it's just
that's really what it is.
Yeah.
That's like you tell the people who decided to cast and spend money on casting, good job.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean they know what they're doing. The tag is they're giving dirty rotten men a run for their money. So, but that will segue into the whole idea of sexism as a plot device, because it's kind of interesting, isn't it? That there's these two guys, and we're looking for the jackal the whole time, and then the jackal is this woman who was their mark and is now beating them at their own game. And so that works on the audience's notions as well as just the original idea of it, or maybe am I grasping at straws here, or is that part of it?
I don't know.
I mean, there's.
Should I just answer my own question, or no? Seriously, do you think it is part of it?
The fact that she's a woman,
the fact that we don't assume that we don't go, oh, I bet she's playing them, or like maybe like I said before, like she goes along with things so well that it kind of makes you wonder, like, is she just naive and super nice or something, or is she really falling for Steve Martin or whatever, or any of this?
Well, I think that if you are really, this movie's so lighthearted, it's hard to be looking for something deeper. That something more is going on than face value. Like, you think you're in on it the whole way, right? Because you know that these two guys are con men, so they're having fun with you as an audience. But if you go back and look at it, it's not quite as masterful as seeing dead people. But it's
I'm not sure that's masterful, by the way, but okay.
No, but at the time it was.
Yeah. Sure.
So we'll review it at some point. But when she starts to say things that, she won this, she doing that, like, it starts to be the same excuses and the same sorts of setup as con men. Like, there's little hints there that something's not 100%. But yeah, I mean, playing on, that she's a woman and they're going to take advantage of her, and then the twisting around, like, I mean, that works, and that's fun. It's this is done way before the days of girl power sort of thing, so it sets the audience up. At the time, I think more for a surprise than it would be now. But yeah, I think I actually don't like the part where they change it from getting the money to getting the girl. Like, I actually think that detracts from the movie. Because
I think so too. It's
everything
confusing.
Else they were doing was good enough, on that. But I also, but in some ways it takes away, because when they realize she doesn't have the money, it almost seems like they were growing a conscience, where they're like, oh, Michael Caine's saying, well, you only steal from corrupt, super wealthy people, that you don't, so I feel like they were going, like, he was trying to take this higher ground, and then they change it, and they change it for the girl. Well, that's like the lowest ground, in my opinion, like to do something like that.
Yeah, make it romantic and trick somebody on an emotional level like that.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry.
But the fact that they have that her conning them erases all that. Like, they've been outplayed.
Right. At the end, they're equals.
Yep.
They're all in it together. They're going to do a con or two all together.
Well,
maybe bigger.
I think she's actually the most superior, because she tells how much money she made last year. Yeah. And I think that blows away both of them. Like Freddie was amazed. You could, was happy getting $20. I just got $20.
Right. Right.
And, Michael Caine's happy, getting 50,000 here and there. And she's saying she's made $3 million. So I think she's the superior one.
Yeah. Well, I will dip back into the original for a second, just because it isn't an issue in the first one, and actually, the fact that he ends up marrying Shirley Jones, Brando marries her or whatever, is like a victory, or I don't know, like he's giving up, like he found this woman and he's gonna go home and marry her, and which seems silly. But then Michael Caine's conscious thing it also happens to David Niven, the original. They both think, oh, this is too much. Like, I can't take this money from her if she has no money, and if she won some contest, I just I don't like this anymore, And then they sort of pivot. I think there's like, they're in a car and they pivot to the sexual sort of clause or caveat, whatever. Like, they change to the romantic thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in both movies, it doesn't really work very well, because like Sam said, it doesn't seem better to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem pure. It doesn't even make sense to their characters either. Like they're there to con people and.
Yeah.
But I think that they wanted to do a service to that original movie. Like I noticed the first outfit that Steve Martin wears when he goes on his little trip, his shopping trip, and he's getting out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost a recreation of what Brando was wearing when he does the same thing. He gets out of a car, and they, a lot of it's different, but they kept some of that stuff stylistically, or the casinos are a little bit similar, and so I think they felt obligated to hit some of these plot points or some of these things from the first movie, which is too bad because if they had completely done their own thing, I think it would have been just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
As much as I like this movie, I think it could have been even better if they had strayed from the formula sooner or more drastically.
Yeah.
All right. While we were talking about it, I remembered the scene that was like one of the scenes where I was like, "That's Jim Carrey."
Yeah.
It's when Steve Martin is in the jail cell.
Yeah.
And he's trying to remember the name. He's like Lauren,
Mm-hmm.
That scene has got to be what Jim Carrey was channeling when he is like,
slammy, swanny,
slappy.
Samsonite, I was way off.
It's Mary Swenson. He says her name. I love it.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah, I love that scene. And Brando immediately thinks of the name. He's like, oh, it's him. He did like that. That's not even part of the original. So that was all Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That scene was ad-libbed. That they just let him go. It's perfect.
Wait, what do you mean did they just let him go? Like
so Steve Martin ad-libbed a lot of that, and they nudged what's his name, Andre, the police chief. They nudged the police chief, someone off screen.
I think it's Frank Oz was off screen.
Yeah, nudged him on the foot as to when to interrupt him and to move forward with the scene. They were just letting Steve Martin go, which they should.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like the longer it goes, the funnier it seems somehow too. Like I wish I can't remember what he says, but it's so like Lyman, like
yeah.
Yes. Let people do what they do best, I say.
Yeah.
Even if it seems a little silly.
Well, there should be tons of that now because the film doesn't cost anything anymore, or at least not like it did. Like you can just record.
Yeah.
So therefore, movies should be funnier than ever. Yet they suck. That's why we have to go back and tell you guys what to watch.
They suck.
Tell us how you really feel. No, you're right, because like Apatow and like when they did Step Brothers, that was apparently a very not revolutionary, but like for them, it was new territory. Is it Adam? What's his name?
Adam McKay?
Adam McKay?
Yeah.
Adam McKay? I mean, who's the brother?
Oh,
and
God, John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Well, anyway, they did that sort of thing. They kept the text or the takes going in case they were riffing and stuff, and kept a lot of it, and it seems it works so well in a movie like Step Brothers because I think John C. Reilly and why am I blanking? Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, is that what you're...
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I was trying to think of the brother,
Adam Scott?
Derek?
Yeah.
Adam Scott.
Derek.
Adam Scott had never done a movie like that.
Oh.
That was the first time that he ever did a movie where they were ad-libbing, and he was like a little scared at first. And he's great at it too, of course. And he's done a lot of those movies since then.
In Parks and Rec.
He's doing that. And
yeah, that was like the first time he'd done comedy, right?
Pretty much. That's what it sounded like.
Well, I mean, this is why we don't edit our reviews, so that
exactly
people
don't
get the
ruin
real
a good
thing.
take. Yeah. That's the reason.
Yeah. I mean, all of our materials made up on the fly.
True.
I don't even watch the movies we review.
Just to keep it fresh.
Yep. I don't want to be swayed.
Here comes San Francisco flying on the seat of his pants. No, it's true. Like those funny moments that are so spontaneous, and that's part of the reason I love Bill Murray is that like he does that all the time. Like he just does himself saying certain lines, and then if people expect a certain line from him, he tries not to do it. Like he's very subversive that way. Like just trying to keep people guessing and Anyway,
I mean, but that's the heart of a lot. The heart of comedy is when you say the line that you don't expect, right? Because anytime you've already predicted it, it's not funny. Right?
Yeah, right. And the other actors, if they expect you to say something and you say something completely different, then their reaction can be genuine. And
yep,
there's a lot of good stuff there. So we've just discovered one of the ways that movie making has actually become better. But you said, wait, Sam, you said movies should be even be better.
Yeah, because you don't have any, you're not going to run out of film.
Yeah, might run out of time.
Might run out of time or budget or craft services or something, but not film.
Wow. Anyway,
all right.
I know what we're doing next.
No, wait, one last thing we haven't discussed. I found the music somewhat annoyingly on the nose and a little too hijinky.
I can see that.
I found it like weirdly distracting. The music, I was like, ugh, why?
Like it's too farcical.
Yeah, like it was too overtly. It just felt like it was trying to lead the audience a little too much, or something. Like it. I don't know. It just felt a little heavy-handed.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked something a little more subtle, not so cartoony.
Miles Goodman, who also did What About Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, I don't know. Take it up with him, I guess.
I will. Is he still alive?
No, sorry. 96. Passed away.
That was a while ago.
Hurry. Yeah, he's over it now. No, I agree with you though. I think it is a little dated, and I'm guessing part of that is to try to pay homage to the older versions or something. But
yeah,
it's a little stoic or stale or something. I don't know.
Just throwing adjectives out there.
Yeah, see what sticks. That's what I do apparently. I was talking to somebody about politics, and they were like, "You use a lot of nouns to describe things," and I was like, "Whoa, yeah, that's generally what I do." I think what he meant is like instead of describing with adjectives or what your concept, you just throw, stuff at the wall and see what sticks, and that's kind of true. I throw ideas out and see what happens with them.
Provocative.
Let's throw out.
I have an idea.
Yeah, in the next movie.
Yeah.
Move on, please.
So I was tempted to do a Halloween movie since it was just Halloween.
Indeed.
But
did you give in to that temptation?
No, I segued off of it just a little bit.
Bummer.
Not much at all.
Then what happened?
Well, we're going back to people we've done before, both lead actor and director. But this time we've got as one of the stars Diane Wiest, who made her career out of being kind of worried and anxious.
Did you pick Parenthood?
No, I did not.
Did you pick The Lost Boys?
Nope.
God, I'm not gonna get this because I don't even know who Diane Wiest is. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm running out of Diane Wiest movies.
Okay, let's see what else it can do. No, it's not. It's All right.
Is this a 90s movie?
It is 1990 movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Boy, I feel like if I give you any of the top two Bill the People, because she'd be like number 3. Anthony Michael Hall's in it, but if you remember that, I'd be impressed.
He's not in that many movies.
No.
Not in 1990. Oh, wait. So he's in Johnny Be Good, but I don't even know why you would pick that.
Nope. How about... You got it?
Is it a Tim Burton movie?
Yep.
Oh,
good job.
Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah.
Yep.
I know he was in that movie.
Right.
Good job. I've been wanting to pick this movie for a while, and I was like, that's close enough to Halloween theme to do it.
I forgot Anthony Michael Hall was in that.
He's wearing a leather jacket and he's a football player.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I remember.
No. Is he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll go on record with that. I'll write it down. Said, yeah, whatever.
It'd be too hard to go back and watch this.
Yeah,
we'll remember.
Vomit.
Maybe. I'm gonna write it down. Anthony Michael Hall leather jacket.
Well, at least we can close the book on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think. Hopefully.
Maybe. We'll see. No emails lately. Speaking of which, if anyone wants to email us and tell us what they thought of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, it's thefilmwith3brains@gmail.com.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking, like, they keep calling Steve Martin a young man, and we've talked about how he's never been young.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And now the casting now that Brando or whoever was like a young buck, good-looking guy or something, but they must have kept that like relationship and just not changed much of the dialogue because they kept like calling him young. And
well, also I read a
age.
factoid that said the filmmakers, Frank Oz or whoever, intentionally tried to use makeup to make them appear closer in age, trying to make tape back Michael Caine's face and shit so he didn't have so many wrinkles, and to try and match their ages to be around 45 to 50.
Why?
Whereas Michael Caine was older and Steve Martin was a little younger, I guess, at the time. I don't know. I guess to make them more contemporaries rather than sort of old sage, young buck dynamic. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, other than one being more experienced than the other, what does it matter?
Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of one of them being younger anyway, like young and experienced, wanting to learn from a seasoned veteran.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of the teaching role that they take on. He's teaching them how to be sophisticated.
Yeah.
So if David Bowie and Mick Jagger had done it?
Who's who? Yeah.
Who's who?
But I guess in this incarnation, they're trying to make them to be closer in age, so it makes sense that David Bowie and Mick Jagger, because they are
pretty close.
I would assume they are similarly aged, or were. Or are, whatever the proper syntax is there.
That is interesting. Mick Jagger is 82. And how old was David?
David Bowie, he died just a couple years ago, right?
2016.
Is it that long ago?
And he was 67 when he died.
Wow. So yeah, they'd be somewhat pretty close, not too far, a few years apart.
Oh, wow. Yeah, wait a minute. He died just after his 69th birthday? Yeah, so no, he still would only... Bowie would have been the Freddie, I think, just based on age. Also, no, because I think Bowie...
But Mick Jagger does not look like that role at all. David Bowie could look like that.
Right.
Not Mick Jagger.
And Bowie, I think,
Jagger
could act a little bit. Bowie has a couple of movies where he could actually sort of act. More than Jagger. Labyrinth. Passable. Not great, but better than Jagger.
Yeah. Better than Free Jack.
Better than Free Jack.
Yikes.
You know what's better than this? Not much.
Nothing. This is our best review ever.
Yeah, and that was the best segue anyone's ever
Yeah.
in this podcast.
Sweet. A segue.
Yeah, you know what people like more than chocolate? This review.
Indeed.
Oh, I like that you're wearing a shirt to throw back to your reference to your previous pick.
Stuff.
It's not. I mean, oh yes, it is a previous pick. I thought you were referring to Pitch Black, and I thought, nope, it's not related.
No, not your most recent pick. A previous pick.
A previous pick, yes, from a ways back.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Indeed.
This movie was better than The Stuff. So for all of you diehard fans who watch The Stuff, I know, he's gonna. But they already know not to trust you. They already know I'm the voice of reason.
Yeah. Maybe marginally better.
Well, we should decide that next time.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll see how Edward holds up.
Let's check out Ed and his scissors.
No.
All right, that's enough movie buff. I'm out.
Yeah, maybe we'll check all you out next time.
Bye.
It's the Fun with Three Brains.
You left your wallet, Mr. Rooney.